Modern day Easter, or what the Bible calls Passover, is a very special time. You'll notice changes around your life. People end up going to church, and there's all this talk about church and families getting together, enjoying meals. And you know, I didn't really grow up that way. As a Muslim, of course, I didn't know what Easter was, or never dare celebrate Easter per se. But you know, you begin to hear about people going to church and celebrating this man who died on a cross. And is it a tradition? Is it a story? Of course, as a Muslim, I never believed any of that. But then I encountered Jesus. And when I did, that completely changed my view about this season in life. It became a mind shift for me. It became something that totally aligned my heart and my life in a way that I never thought would be possible. And here I am today, involved in leading a church and love doing it, passionate about it, but had no idea in my life that I'd ever be doing such a thing. And celebrating Jesus in this season is very meaningful and special to me, because this is where I get to recall and remember everything He's done for me in my life, that He's real. I remember when I first started to talk to Him as a young believer, coming from a Muslim background and encountering Him, and now starting to figure out I could have a conversation with God. And the means of that conversation would be Jesus, that He would be the one through which I would be able to converse and get to know God as my very own personal Father. That was a very deep and personal experience for me, because growing up as a Muslim, I didn't quite know what the love of a father really looks like. My dad did die when I was young. My mom remarried an amazing man years later, but I moved out of home when I was very young, 17 years old. And I remember trying to figure out life and journey through life the best I could, like many of you. But when I encountered God, I found stability in my life. I found hope towards a future. And I believe that's what this season is all about. You get to connect with God, you get to experience Him, and you get to realize that God has a plan for your life. He loves you, He's not mad at you, that He has you on His mind all the time, and that He wants to get involved in your life if you would give Him an invitation, and if you would give Him permission to get involved in your life. And if you do that, He'll change your life. That's what this season is all about. It's a season of celebration. It's a season of hope. It's a season about the potential that God placed in your life that you can begin to realize, you and your family. So would you join us this Easter season as we celebrate Jesus as our Passover Lamb, and as we talk about God in a real practical and relevant way, and how He can get involved in your life and change your life through our new sermon series called God's Not Dead.